Hey guys, it's Deb Joyce Meek here from Delight of My Art again with another project. Today we're going to be using the Bunch of Blossoms stamp set and we're going to make this cute card. Isn't that darling? I just love it. So we got some petals that we're going to punch out and some leaves and some cool washi tape here, and we're going to do it in another color. I think we're going to do it in Marina Mist for a blue version. Of course this would look great in purple or pretty much any color. So let's get stamping. Okay, so again, here's the project we're going to be making, this lovely card here. I just really like this. I just put it together. So anyway, here's our Bunch of Blossoms stamp set. This is the prominent stamp set we're going to be using. We're also going to stamp the inside of this one with this I Appreciate Everything You Do. This stamp is from the Just Add Text stamp set. So this one's really nice too. It's got some really nice sayings for inside of cards or the outside. So that's the one we're going to use today. Or at least I've used it in this one. I might use something different for this next one. Let's see how it goes. So we'll get out an envelope for later. We're going to decorate the envelope. We've got a white card. This is just your standard 5.5 by 4 1/4 card. We'll score that, and then the I was trying to find some DSP that had rose red in it. I didn't have any, so I made my own. So that's what we're going to do with this. If you don't have designer series paper, you can always make your own, which is really great. So this piece that I'm going to be decorating with the flowers here is going to be 4 by 5 1/4, and then the inside piece that the flower will be on is a full inch shorter than the regular card here. So instead of 5.5 by 4 1/4, it's 4.5 by 3 1/4. So that's what this one is. So let's go ahead and we'll stamp on this background piece here. We'll do that first. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to bring in a little piece of grid paper here for this. And we're just going to take out this small stamp, this little flower here. Let's go ahead and use Marina Mist. So I'll go ahead and speed this up, but I'm just going to make these nice and small and close together. And then I don't have to stamp in the middle because we're covering that up anyway. So I'm going to turn the stamp as I stamp. Okay, that should do it. Maybe one more. Okay, we'll just make sure that our little piece here covers all of the edges here. It does. Wonderful. So we'll set that aside. We'll keep our inspiration right here. Set that there. And let's do the stem part and the words. On this one, I think I'm going to choose a different sentiment too. I might choose, let's see, I used thank you very much on this one. How about grateful for a friend like you? That one seems like a really nice one for the fall here. Get that one ready. Use this same small block. This is the A block. And we'll also prepare the stem here. This is the watercolored stem. There's 2 stems in this set. And I'm not using any of the outlines for any of these. So I'm using the watercolored stem and then the watercolored larger petals, these smaller petals, and then the star piece, and then the smaller leaves. The punch doesn't punch out the larger leaf, so I just left that one out. Just to make this a little bit easier so we can punch a lot of stuff. So keep the bend, keep the curve, the natural curve in the stem here. And we will get out our Old Olive ink. And I want to leave enough room for this sentiment. This one over here is a little bit wider, so I had to do it again just to make sure I had enough room. But I want to kind of curve it up from this side and then have enough room for that larger bloom and then have it shoot off this way for the smaller one. So I'm going to stamp off because this is very dark with my new pad here. The new foam pads are quite juicy when they're new. I want to make sure the top of this doesn't land too close to the edge, so I'm going to go right here. I don't need quite as much room with this sentiment, so I think this will do. And again, stamp off, and I'm going to turn it around so that it can kind of go off this way. And then connect the bottom of this. I don't want to overlap it too much in the center because then it will give a darker impression in that area. So that looks nice. I think that will work well. And everything else is attached separately on scrap paper and then punched out with the Bunch of Blossoms punch. I think that's what it's called. So we will go ahead and stamp our sentiment here and then set this part aside. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment here in the, what was I using here? Marina Mist, that's right. That looks nice. Okay, let's set this over here. So we'll keep our ink pads here, and now we can get out some scrap paper. This is just some edges. When I'm cutting my cardstock down, I keep some of the little edges so that I have little pieces to use for stuff like this. Now with the punch, you have to be aware of how you're putting it into the punch and where you want to punch on the paper. For instance, this star, you want to come in from the top, and then we're going to be stamping that in a particular way. There's a little tab on this that will be up to the left top, and that will punch out perfectly. So we're going to start with this bottom one, and you can see when you slide it into the side like this, you're going to want that blossom upside down. So let's go ahead and put that on the right side of our paper and upside down so that that will fit right into the punch, and we won't be punching through too many layers of, or wasting too much of our paper here. So I'm going to do that with the Marina Mist. I'm going to stamp off for the larger bloom here, or the more filled in one. And then we're going to do full strength for the shadow part. Line that up as best I can with on camera here. So we'll punch that out so that we can do the next one. I like to be particular. Okay, so we've got that one. So you're wasting a little bit of paper there anyway. Maybe it would be better to go in from the other way. We'll just keep going this way. It's fine. Okay, so next one. See, this is why we didn't stamp two at once. So let's go ahead and stamp off. Let's try it from the other way. Let's see if that's any better. Okay, and let's come in from the other side. We're still going to punch some up here anyway. Whee! Okay, so we're going to need two big ones, two small ones, two little leaves and then one star shape. Okay, so can we salvage any of this? Let's just cut off some of the ends here, and we should be able to use a little bit more of this piece. Get some of my other little scrappy pieces off the table here. And let's go ahead and do the little petals since we still have our blue open. Now looking at that petal, the bottom of the petal is first to go in. So we're going to, actually we can use this skinny piece here. Let's do that. So we're going to do this like this. Okay. By making sense here. Stamp off, tip to the left, and then full strength. Get our punch out. This one won't waste very much at all. So there's one small petal. We'll cut this off to reduce waste. One more time. Stamp off. Full strength. Punch. Okay, now we can do our leaves and the star. Let's do that with this skinny piece as well. That will work perfectly. Okay, so I think we're done with the blue for right now. Marina Mist. And let's go ahead and get the green out here. Gotta switch my stamps over because I've only got these two blocks here. Let's go ahead and get the star done. So you see there's little tabs on this. You want them facing the same direction when you put them on the stamps, or the blocks rather. So we're going to do this one, stamp off, and we're going to do it this way because we're going to put it right in the punch, top down. So that was stamped off. And then again with the tab up and to the left, this one is full strength. And now we can put that in the punch. We're going to do something fun with that in a minute. Now we can do our two leaves. Now where do our leaves go in? Okay, it looks like the pointy part is first to go through. So we're going to turn our paper like this and make sure the point is at the top. So let's take care of our star pieces here. We'll just take those off to be washed later with my Stampin' Scrub. Okay, so that's our leaf. We're going to stamp off. And full strength. Put that in the punch. Oh, you know what? We wanted it to go this way. I see. Never mind. Yeah, we want it to be like this and not a little diagonal. So let's redo that. Takes a minute to kind of get used to your punches and how particular they like you to be. Is this way? This goes the other way. Okay. There we go. Alright, see that's on an angle? That will match up perfectly. Silly me. Okay, there's one. And we'll trim that again. And do the next one. It helps to have the punch sitting right by you so you can kind of see how you should put that in. Okay, stamp off, diagonal. This goes this way. Okay, full strength. Good to go. Okay. Let's get all this out of the way. Oops. Okay, so here's our piece here. Here's our blank front. You can actually just stick this on there right now. I'll get my snail here. A little bit in the middle there. Okay. Make sure I have clean fingers after I put my fingers all over this, of course. That's always nice. Let's just lay this on and see how it looks before we glue anything down. So we have these two big ones. They're going to go over that way. We've got a small one that will lay right in the middle on the top. And our star shape here, we're going to do something fun. We're going to snip it so that there's 3 and 2. I'm going to round this just a little bit so it doesn't look quite so square. Just snipping off the sharper corners there. And this will go cover up the bottom of the petals here. And then this one again, we're going to trim that one too. I can't get a hold of it. There we go. I'm going to trim a little bit more off the sides than the other one so that the base of it is smaller. Just like that. And then that will go there. And then these little leaves will just go like that. Looking good already. And then we will put a little bit of this washi tape. This is from the yellow and green, I think that's washi collection 2 or something. So that will attach in the corners like this. So let's put this together. So first we can just stick this piece on. And then I'm going to put just some adhesive on the base of this and kind of curl the petal up a little bit while I put it on. Okay, so we just put the adhesive near the base here. Curl that up just a smidge. Okay, and on the back of this one. Okay, kids are home from school, so now they're making some noise. Alright, we've got this single one. Again on the tip. Curve it a little, put it in the center. And we're going to put the glue on this. I'm going to use this little scrap piece so I don't get glue on the table here. And then we'll just have to poke in between the empty spaces to bend the glue just where it needs to go. Okay, so that will go this way. I'm going to put it off the flower just a little bit so it looks like it's kind of rounded around the flower. That looks nice. Look at that little 3D flower effect. One more petal here for the bud. Oh, I think I ran out of I think I ran out of glue. Okay. Well, I've got my trusty Tombow liquid glue here. We'll just use that. When in a pinch, use what you got. Couple dots of glue here. And then we can put our leaves on. We'll pin those up too, because that's fun. So just on the bottom half, make it real thin. Let's see, where do I want that? Right there. And then this one. Right there. Oh, did I glue this part down? I did. Okay. And now we just have to put the washi tape on, then we can stamp the inside. So I like to go off the corner just a little bit. Kids. There we go. That's cute. Okay, so if we're grateful for a friend like you, what do we want to say on the inside? How about next time you think of wonderful things, don't forget to count yourself. I like that one. Okay, so let's put that on this block. This is the D block. Actually, I'm going to do it on this longer one. This is H. And with these rubber ones, you got to make sure that you've got the words facing the right way. Because if you get it upside down, that's no good. So we're going to just make sure by doing a test print. I want the inside to be Marina Mist. I think I've got this straight. And we're just going to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to line my block up with this darker line and see if that's straight. That looks pretty straight. So if I'm making sure my block is straight on the inside of the card, it should stamp straight as well. Good to know. Okay. There we go. Wonderful. And you are wonderful. So there's our cards. I've got this envelope here. Let's go ahead and decorate this with the small, where did my small cute one go? I've lost you. Where are you? Well, I've got the block. I'm not sure what I did with the little stamp. Did you ever do that? You lose your little stamps. The tiny ones tend to run away. Okay, well, I guess oh, here it is. I was going to say we can decorate it with something else if need be. Alright, I've got my little guy. And let's just decorate the back flap. Just with one. And when I seal this, I'm going to put some washi tape on the back to seal that. Because that will match. I love sealing envelopes with washi tape. And then on the front here, we'll just put a few in the corner here. Turn it a little bit. Turn. Okay. So there is our blue version. Grateful for a friend like you. Thank you very much. You can do wonderful other things such as let's celebrate your day. And then you can put like a happy birthday inside from another set, or you matter to me. Today's the perfect day to be happy, just for just because card. I do like this set. I really like the fonts and the flower petals. You can do all sorts of fun things. You can make a full flower, little rosebuds, or half a flower from the side. There's so many things you can do. Like, look on Pinterest, you can make fish swimming around, or butterflies with this same set. So this one's just a lot of fun. So if you want to check out or get this for yourself, you can go visit delightofmyart.stampinup.net and check me out on my blog, delightofmyart.com, and on Facebook, delightofmyart.com. I would love for you to leave me a comment, and I would be so thrilled if anybody were to order from me. So keep that in mind. If you need any Christmas gifts for your friends, coworkers, or loved ones, keep me in mind. Have a great day, guys. Bye.